Fatishe Emo, correct?
Yes.
And Fidel Michel.
That is correct.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. Fatishe and Fidel are international students going to MSU. They are the chief organizers of this year's Carib-Fest event, which is a Caribbean cultural event that's been going on now for 15 years over at MSU. And we're going to get into the details of that and how it's grown over the years, how its mission has evolved, who benefits, it's a fundraiser, who benefits from the fundraising, and so on. But first I think it'd be fun to get to know these two ladies a little bit. So we're going to start with Fatishe. You are a senior marketing student at MSU.
That's correct.
Tell us where you're from.
I'm from the beautiful island, well, we call it Sugar City St. Kitts. That's basically in the Caribbean. Have you ever heard of St. Martin?
Yes.
Okay, it's just 20 minutes away, but we're just as beautiful.
Yes.
You guys need to go there.
And you're how old?
I'm 24 years old. I'm going to be making 25 next week, Wednesday.
Be 25. Oh, her birthday, guys. Well, what do you want for your birthday?
Right here.
A big party right in here.
A big party right in here. Yeah, Race, they're going to talk to you about that, I think. Studying marketing, and you've been here since your freshman year?
Yes, since 2009.
Have you gone to college anyplace else?
No, I love it here. I think I'm going to go straight through here.
Fidel, where are you from?
I am originally from South America, Ghana, but I grew up in Antigua. I lived in Trinidad. I lived in Barbados. I'm a West Indian baby. I'm an island girl.
An island girl. All right, so for those of us who are geographically challenged, and I'm going to say all of us.
I know where this place is.
Could you describe the islands and nations that make up the Caribbean community?
Well, the Caribbean is an archipelago. I cannot even tell you how many beautiful islands are in the Caribbean. They're just so numerous.
The ones we've heard of.
Okay.
And we're from Texas. So
well, you've heard
slowly.
of Jamaica.
Yes.
You've heard of the Bahamas. You've heard of St. Martin and Martinique. Probably Aruba. But these aren't even the nicest islands they are.
I believe you.
You need to come to Antigua. We have 365 beaches.
I love it.
One for every day of the year.
And we have our sister island named Barbuda. We have pink sand there.
Oh.
Pink
Chris would like that.
I am 20 years old and I am a senior at MSU, Marketing and Econ.
All right. So the name of the organization, wow, now I'm getting all kinds of crazy, that puts this event on is what organization?
It's called the Caribbean Student Organization, better known as CISO.
Caribfest started, we decided about 15 years ago in the late 90s.
Yes, by Randy Glean.
Randy
He's basically
Glean.
the person in charge of the international students.
Is he still there now?
Yes, he is.
Okay. And we were talking yesterday, and they said that that because of the nature of being international students, they had back in this time, and it still persists today, that they felt an obligation to give back to the campus, to the community.
Back then, it normally lasted just 2 days, which is going to be like on a Friday, which would normally be the parade day, and then the Saturday would just be like the last lap.
So, Fidel, run through real quickly, 1 week at a time, what happens during the 5 or 6 weeks of Caribfest now?
Well, last weekend we launched our mass camp. This is where we're actually building our costumes. That is apartment 173 in Colony Park. If anybody wants to be a part of the parade and come out and get your costume custom fit, we are doing that ourselves. So apartment 173 in
How
Colony
big
Park.
are the tops? Can I always like a baggy, loose-fitting shirt? Because I went to the parade one year and there weren't a lot of shirts on the man.
Would you like to be a part of our parade?
No.
Oh. You see, I was going to get one specially done for you.
I'm sorry, what dear?
I was going to get one specially designed for
It
you.
would have to be very specially designed for me. It has to look more like a canvas tent than the shirts I've seen. Any body paint I have on would not be visible. That's the rule.
We can do
Okay,
it.
so last week you had this sort of kickoff event.
Yes.
And then This week you have...
This week we're actually having Caribfest launch. We're going to be having a pageant on the 30th of September. So here we're going to be showcasing the pageant girls. We're going to be showcasing our costumes that we started building about last week. So you're going to be seeing our models in their nice pretty little costumes. We have a whole theme for our launch. It's called the Secret Getaway.
You know, speaking of pageants, I hear that one of these girls has some experience in pageants.
Yes, which one would that be?
Ding, ding, ding.
Tell us about your pageant experience, Fatishe.
I began pageantry at a young age. My godmother, she was the first person to ever represented St. Kitts and Nevis in Miss World in 1989.
Did you say Miss World?
Yes,
That's
Miss
Miss World?
World.
Wow.
That was held in England that year. So I followed in her footsteps. I did my first pageant in 2007, which was the National Carnival Queen pageant for my country, Miss St. Kitts and Nevis. I placed first runner-up. I lost by 2 points. Yes, just 2 points. And then I went on to Miss Caribbean Culture that was held in the sister island of Nevis. I placed third runner-up and got best talent. Then I went on to Miss Caribbean World. I placed fourth runner-up and got awarded best talent again. I'm a dancer. And then I went on to the biggest one ever, Miss World, that was held in China. In 2010. It was amazing. I actually cried when I was at the Great Wall. Couldn't believe I was there. I did Miss Jam Zone in Guyana last year, which was amazing.
The launch is
On Saturday at 6 p.m. at the OEC.
the Outer Education Center at what time on Saturday?
At 6 p.m.
Sharp.
You have
Next weekend we're going to be having Party Central.
music.
Food, maths, everything is going to be.
All
Girls
right.
are going to be in their costumes. We're going to get the island food, the island music, the soca, the calypso. It's all going to be there.
Just like a little secret getaway.
We're going to make sure it's not a secret. So then,
So on the 28th, we're going to be having a tropical splash. This is a pool party at the Grove.
at the Grove.
At the Grove. And the next morning, we're going to be having Juve. This is a little, in the islands, typically when we're having carnival, we have a party in the streets at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and it lasts until midday.
All the way down.
Yeah, but we cannot do that in Wichita Falls, so we're going to give you guys a little mini experience. So at 6 o'clock, we wish. So at 6 o'clock at the Grove, right after the pool party, we're going to be having a Juve in the streets, where we're going to be having paint persons just jumping up and jamming and just
Basically
enjoying the
parading
music.
around the Grove. We're going to be having like a live band. What we do back home is we put the band on like a trailer and we parade all around the street. So this time we're going to give you the real vibe. So we're going to put the music, the band on
Steel
the trailer.
drums and the whole
Everything,
nine yards.
Everything we're going to
Everything.
get.
Later that day,
Oh, that same day.
that same day, we're inviting you guys to MSU's Family Funding, where we're going to be participating in MSU activities and showcasing Caribfest at the same time. After the MSU Family Funding, the next day, of course, we have to bring God into the midst, so we're going to be having a church service. That would be at Heritage Church. And that is the day of the pageant.
Yes.
The pageant.
For the pageant, we
And
have
they just asked me to be the host, the
Ooh,
MC of their
MC.
pageant.
All you guys are invited out to the pageant.
I was like, well, no, I'll do it.
for the pageant now, we have 7 beautiful delegates that's going to be competing for the first ever Miss Caribfest 2012. We have 4 beautiful girls from the Caribbean, 2 from America, and 1 from Venezuela. The charities we are giving back to, the first one is Hands Across the Sea. We have Boys and Girls Club.
And Hands Across the Sea provides textbooks for schools where?
In the Caribbean.
In the Caribbean.
Yes. We have Boys and Girls from Wichita, Boys and Girls Club from Wichita Falls, and Disaster Helping Hands.
So this is 5 or 6 weeks, and we're not done yet, right?
No, we're not.
We're not done. We're not done. Sorry.
So the pageant is on the 30th. It's going to begin at 6 p.m. sharp. I don't think you guys want to miss it. We have a crazy function. And guess what? He's going to be the MC, so imagine it's going to be even funner.
I guess I'll have to swear a lot less, though.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. That's a leap of faith, isn't it?
But after the pageant, we're going to be having our actual Caribfest Day. This is when we parade around MSU in our costumes. It's not just going to be about the Caribbean students. This year we're looking a lot about integration and unity and togetherness. So we want the city of Wichita Falls, the locals, the migrants, we want everybody to be present. So it won't just be the Caribbean students, we'll have the African students, we'll have the Indian students, we'll have the Pakistani students, we'll have the footballers. The footballers are going to be in shorts and painted, we're going to have their numbers painted on their chests. I'm especially excited about that part.
Really excited. It's like all the other stuff was forgotten, and we're going to have the footballers, they're going to have their number 1.
So it's going to be a really packed and fun parade.
Put that phone away, Kelly Bryan, I will smack you. Love that girl.
We have this thing back home that we call Jab Jab and Blue Devils. This is where we paint you in oil. We cover you in oil and black paint, and Blue Devils is blue paint, and we just parading through the streets of MSU. We're just showing you.
For that.
Definitely. I'll talk to you after the show.
Chris calls that Tuesday.
And then right after the parade, we have our culture show, where we're going to be having 1 hour just filled with music, dance, all different cultures from different islands. So basically, we have so many different students from the Caribbean. Each Caribbean island will be depicted. So that show begins at 6 p.m. sharp. And then right after that, 9 p.m. later in the evening, we're going to be having a white fest. So everybody has to be dressed in white.
A fest?
Yes, a big fest.
F-E-T, fest. Fancy party.
Yes.
Yes.
You dress up in white, you come out, you party, you have fun. It's going to be held at OEC, again, at 9 p.m. sharp.
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 We're beginning
Very
all
good.
activities on time. And then
Spoken like a real event organizer. Got your clipboard, get your little notebook. I get you. Power trip. It's all right. Like in Brazil and in the Caribbean, you have entire seasons that are dedicated to this festival atmosphere, like whether it's carnival or something similar to that. So you're trying to bring, rather than cram it all into a week or 2 weekends, you're trying to bring that sort of season of celebration sensibility.
This is the least we can do. We know about you. We wanted you to know about us.
Very good. So here's my challenge to Kelly Bryan and the rest of you. I will have the schedule. Kevin has it up on his Facebook page. I'll have the schedule up on my Facebook page. We'll have a link to it on the video. Check out the schedule. Pledge to go to one thing.
I would suggest the parade.
It's asking a lot to say, hey, go to all the next 8, 10 scheduled events. Go to one thing, and then come back and tell your friends about it. And maybe then the 2 of you will go, or maybe that person will go and bring a friend. But this is a lot of effort. And I'm always impressed when people commit to such a lofty goal.
At the parade, we're going to be having different food booths. And I think that's the best time for the families to come out to just experience and taste mouth-watering foods. Have you ever heard of curry chicken?
Yes.
Well, we have everything. We have curry chicken, we have saltfish, we have gold water. I think it would be the best time for you guys to come out.
And also in the parade, we're having children in the parade. So if you have your child and you want your child with the pretty face paints and the pretty costumes, just speak to us. We have kids in the parade. We want it to be, it's a family event.
Yeah.
There's one more event. This is our last lap.
Is it
This
Christmas
our-
yet?
Not quite. This is
What
just
month
the
are we
6th
on here?
This is just the 6th of October.
Okay, all right.
My birthday.
Ah,
That's the day I finally turned
Hey.
21.
she's on Wednesday. They both managed to drop in their birthday. Pretty coy. Go ahead.
So this is our last lap. This is our last fete or last jam. The last time to enjoy Carnival, because back home Carnival is such a big event. So when it ends, you can't just end it just like that. You have to end it with a bang. That's what we're doing. It's gonna be like that.
Yes,
A
thunder
little
roll.
louder.
What?
So everybody is invited out to last lap. We're gonna be having a grand old time
And where
just
is this?
jamming. This is gonna be in the Grove's Clubhouse.
They grow up again.
Yes.
Outstanding.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
the
all right.
last one.
All right. Fatishe and Fidel.